It's not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only. And anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, make sure you check your subscriptions, make sure you check your notifications are on, and definitely make sure you check that like button, because these bad actors are terrified of more people becoming aware of all the fraud and corruption in the stock market. I didn't do videos for like 2 days. I just needed a break. So Sunday, Monday, no videos, but yeah, I'm back at it again. These bad actors, you know, they still attacking AMC, but here's the thing. Even with all the attacks pushing the price down, even though with the overwhelming evidence of fraud and corruption in the play, the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI are doing absolutely nothing. They are practicing willful blindness while the fraud and corruption in the play is overwhelming. It is obvious. There's nobody looking at the AMC play and not seeing fraud, corruption, and manipulation. Yet somehow the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI don't see anything that they think requires an investigation. But you know what? A lot of these so-called naked shorters, they seem to be buying up a whole lot of AMC. And I don't know who they're buying it from, because who's selling? Who's selling for them to be buying these large amounts of AMC? They're buying counterfeit shares. They know they're buying counterfeit shares, but they're doing it anyway. Okay? And the thing is, all the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI has to do is these millions of shares that these institutions have bought in the last month or so, who did they buy them from? Who did they buy them from? I'd like to know who was selling that many shares. The bottom line is this. Everybody knows what's going on. Everybody knows. But you know what? Because the victims of these crimes are retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules, everybody practices willful blindness to the obvious fraud and corruption. Anyway, here are the AMC numbers. You know these numbers mean absolutely nothing, because they can do what they want, when they want, with no real repercussions. AMC reported volume 6,049,018. Means absolutely nothing, because they'll just create billions of counterfeit shares, and the SEC, the DOJ, the FBI won't do anything. They're claiming 38.7% of this volume was shorted shares. So they found 2,300,000 AMC shares to short into the market and manipulate the price. Yet nobody's asking them, where did they get these shares from? Where did they originate? Nobody seems to care. I mean, these are very simple questions. If we're claiming that there's fraud and corruption in the play, and all you have to do to prove us wrong is show us the source of the shares, show us the blue sheets, show us the trading history, but they won't do that. And the SEC won't do that. And the DOJ won't do that. And the FBI won't do that, because they know this is one big Ponzi scheme. And that's really the bottom line. The AMC play is one big Ponzi scheme. Short exempt, 13,736, which to me is just further evidence of the naked shorting. They claim they can cover all their AMC short positions in 8.72 trading days. If they could have covered all their AMC shorts in under 9 days, they would have done it, exited the play, and moved on to something else. But they created billions, possibly trillions of counterfeit AMC shares, and there's no way for them to exit the position unless retail investors sell. And you know what? We have become very attached, emotionally attached to our AMC shares. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think that the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI should be asking these guys, where are they getting these shares from? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.